SenseHub Cow-Calf.
Hello everyone, my name is Mallory Bormann-Liss. I'm a customer success representative with Merck Animal Health. I am an after-sales support specialist with our technologies, which include SenseHub Cow-Calf and SenseHub Feedlot.
What is SenseHub?
So SenseHub Cow-Calf technology, it is a very robust technology for our producers, our cow-calf producers. The technology is a 24/7 real-time accelerometer tag that detects activity and rumination on cows. So with the technology, it will monitor your cows 24/7, minus maybe a power outage that can happen at any operation, but this tag is working all hours of the night. Makes producers feel like that they have a second hired hand, that they don't have to worry about. This is the easiest technology that they can implement into their system as an added tool, and it allows the cows to monitor reproduction as well as health.
Areas of focus.
The areas of focus and how the technology works is it is driven by Wi-Fi. So you do have to have Wi-Fi for our hardware at any operation, but the tag is put in the cow's ear. It will take about 7 to 14 days to baseline. So it has to get used to the cow for about 7 to 14 days before you start getting your accurate data that the system will give back to you. It will watch these cows. So like I said, it's based off rumination and activity. So when, maybe there's a, heat occurrence or reproduction heat occurrence, cows will drop in rumination and increase in their activity. You will then be notified. You can either get it on your cell phone, on a computer, iPad, however, you want to receive your information as a producer. And then as well as we watch the health and well-being of these cows. So if we know they both drop in their activity and their rumination, we get a health alert. And that way it allows producers to go out and look at their cows, have a little bit of peace of mind. The greatest thing about this is we have a lot of producers that need to do multiple daily tasks on an operation, or maybe they're gone in meetings, and we'll have text messages or pictures of people on airplanes checking their cows, or they are sitting in a meeting checking their cows. So they know that this system is always working in the background for them, and it allows them a little bit of comfort for the well-being of the animal, and then also knowing when to properly breed their animal.
Ear tag visual.
Yes, so the SenseHub Cow-Calf technology, like I talked about, was a real-time accelerometer tag. So it is a small ear tag that sits in either the left or right ear. There is no preference of ear. And once it sets in the ear, there is an accelerometer that's in there, and it tracks the movement of the animal. So when they're chewing their cud, if they are riding, if they are side laying, this tag will sit and move within the ear, and it will allow the tag to kind of read what that cow's doing every day. So this is kind of just an example of what it looks like in the ear. You can always have any ranch or producer's farm tag, ranch tag here. Some people just leave it solo in the ear like it is, and have something in the other ear. But there is ways that you can put multiple tags within the ear, and it doesn't affect it. As long as the tag can move freely, it will know then what the cow is doing every minute of every day, and makes your ease of mind better on the farm.
Data collected.
Yeah, so when we talk about data and what the system gives back to the producer or the ranch or the operation, so we have an area that we call reporting within the technology, and it's reports that we can generate as a customer success group to allow the producer to be able to pull reports. So if they want to pull a report to see how many cows were in heat the last 30 days, or what cows maybe aren't coming in heat that they need to focus on, maybe cows that could be problem cows, irregular heats. So this system really tells you different data points, but the producer, what we say they put into it is what they get out of it. So if the producer is putting the accurate information into the system, the system is going to be that much more accurate for the producer. But once the producer is given the information, it is theirs to deal with however they would like. Us as customer success folks are here to help them analyze that. But once you buy into this system, it is something that you as the producer get to have yourself. We are just there to help you with it. But there is a lot of stuff that can come out of the SenseHub Cow-Calf technology. We have a lot of guys utilizing it in different ways within their operations. And so it's very neat to dig into different aspects, whether it's rumination, how they're feeding cows, how they're using the system after breeding. It's just a very unique technology that a lot of producers and ranchers have implemented into their kind of toolkit, is what we say, for the cows.
Using the app.
So I am at the head of our dashboard, is what we call it. Today I'm going to look at the animals that are in heat. Today there is 2 animals that are in heat, a cow and an open heifer. You can group any of your cattle or heifers, cows into any groups within the system. It looks like heifer 518 is in a really good breeding window of opportunity right now to breed her. She is at a hour 15 is what we call it. And she also had a heat index of 75. So the way the system works is the way their heat is based off of a heat index. So 99 is the highest. So the highest to 100 is the best heat index. We tend to see it a little bit with heifers that they maybe don't have as strong as heat as most cows do. But we can look at the graph here and it will indicate that she did have a drop in rumination and an increase in activity. And she did have a fairly okay heat for a heifer. So that is where the producer can then analyze whether they would like to breed them or they can wait till their next heat. There is also another cow on the heat today that is actually out of her breeding window, we call it. So she is actually at a -4. So she has actually been past her breeding window, which then we know we haven't recorded in the system that she has been bred already and the time that she was bred. But you can also see on her graph as well, the rumination line, that she did have a very strong, solid heat within the system. The system will tell us that.
Customer care.
Yes, so customer support is a big kind of backbone to the technology. So once you purchase the technology and decide to go forward with it, us at Customer Success, us folks, we help you get started, get you into your system, get your cows into your system, and we kind of take you along the journey of working with this and trying to figure out how to implement, like we said, the data. What can they get from it? We kind of are the after sale support, and we kind of stay with the producer from the time they get it until they just keep going. So most of the customer support folks are 24/7, always there, phone call away. We get phone calls at different times of the day and night, but we're always there to help you with the technology. We want to make sure you have a positive experience with it, and that you get out of what you purchased.
Success stories.
Yeah, so we on the customer success side, we talk about aha moments within the tag that producers may see. We talk a little bit more about the health side of it, kind of coming from those success stories. Not only are guys seeing that, wow, they may catch a lot of cows in heat during the nighttime when they're not usually out, checking cows, or maybe they used to use a flashlight like everybody else at 10 o'clock at night. So they do realize that they have a lot of cows that come in heat at night, which is great for the producer. On the health aspect side of the technology, we talk about that rumination decreasing as well as the activity decreasing, can always bring up points within the operation. So, we've had customers say that, over time they have a cow that continuously pops up on the health watch and they say, she looks really good. We check her, she still looks really good. And then they may call back later and say, hey, we actually figured out what was wrong with that cow. and it's, hey, she has foot rot, or she has a an acidosis issue where she's just not feeling well. And so it's things that they maybe wouldn't have caught because every time they see her, she looked okay. So it's moments like that they do trust the tag 100%. Also, like I said, what we put into the system, you will get out of it. So if you put your data into the system, how you bred cows, when you had a prig check, whether those cows are positive or not, and when those cows sit within an antenna, throughout the summer, occasionally producers may lose a calf here and there, and we have had a producer call and say, this tag told me that I had a suspected abortion on a cow. And sure enough, she did abort. And so the tag did tell him that, but he did put the data into the system. That way the tag could know that, the cow went through a series of events that caused her to abort that calf. So there are multiple, aspects that we can use this tag on the health side, as well as the reproduction side as well.
How to get started.
If any producer is interested in the SenseHub Cow-Calf technology, we encourage you to reach out to any of your Merck Animal Health representatives. They are happy to help and discuss the technology. And we do want to always mention that this technology can be used for a wide variety of operations. So you can use this on a commercial operations. We have AI operations as well as embryo operations, or both, or a mix of all that use this technology. But if you are interested, please reach out to a Merck Animal Health representative, and they will get you in the right hands to help you learn more about the technology.